The difference between exposure and revelation. In photography, people often assume that showing more means revealing more. The logic seems simple. The more information we see, the more we understand. The more visible something becomes, the more truth it contains. But art has a way of challenging assumptions. And photography is no exception. Some of the most revealing photographs in history are not the ones that show everything. In fact, many of them leave important things hidden. This raises an interesting question. What is the difference between exposure and revelation? At first glance, the two words seem similar. Both involve making something visible. Both suggest uncovering what was previously concealed. Yet they are not the same thing. Exposure is about visibility. Revelation is about understanding. A photograph can expose every detail of a subject and still reveal very little. At the same time, a photograph can conceal many details and reveal something profound. Consider a portrait. The camera may record a person's face with extraordinary clarity. Every feature is visible. Every detail is sharp. The viewer can see exactly what the person looks like. But appearance alone does not necessarily reveal character. It does not explain dreams, fears, memories, or emotions. The image may expose the surface while leaving the deeper story untouched. Now consider another photograph. Perhaps part of the face is hidden in shadow. Perhaps the expression is subtle. Perhaps the composition leaves questions unanswered. Objectively, the viewer sees less. Yet somehow the image feels more meaningful, more personal, more revealing. Why? Because revelation does not depend on the amount of information. It depends on the quality of insight. Human beings rarely understand each other through facts alone. We understand through suggestion, context, emotion, atmosphere. Photography often works in the same way. A gesture may reveal more than an entire pose. A glance may reveal more than a detailed description. A shadow may reveal more than direct illumination. This principle appears throughout the history of art. Writers do not describe every detail of a character. Filmmakers do not explain every emotion. Painters do not fill every empty space. The audience is invited to participate. Meaning emerges through interpretation rather than explanation. Photography is uniquely powerful in this regard because it exists between reality and imagination. The camera records what is present. The viewer interprets what it means. That interpretation is where revelation often occurs. This idea is especially important when discussing photographs of people. Human beings are complex. No image can fully explain a life. No portrait can capture every aspect of identity. Every photograph is partial. Every frame is selective. The photographer chooses what to include and what to leave out. Those choices shape how meaning is created. Sometimes revealing less creates more room for understanding. The viewer becomes active rather than passive. Instead of receiving all the answers, they begin asking questions. What is this person feeling? What happened before this moment? What remains unsaid? These questions create engagement, and engagement often leads to deeper reflection. This does not mean concealment is always better than visibility. Both have their place. The point is that visibility alone does not guarantee meaning. Simply showing more information does not automatically create greater understanding. Revelation requires something more. It requires connection, insight, emotion, a sense that the image has uncovered something beyond appearances. Perhaps that is why the most memorable photographs are rarely the ones that explain everything. They give us enough to see, enough to feel, enough to wonder, and through that process, they reveal something larger than the subject itself. They reveal a truth that cannot be measured by how much is visible. Because photography is not only about what is exposed, it is also about what is understood, and those two things are not always the same. Sometimes the deepest revelations occur precisely because something remains hidden.